What's going on, guys? So this is part 2 of our inTech factory tour. This is my first time ever being out here, and I've had an opportunity to spend some time with Adam, who is kind of in charge of sales and some other areas here, who's walked me around the production line, showed me some cool things. We're specifically looking at the Aucta, and this one right here is a finished product. So if you want to see how everything starts, go back and watch the first video. This one's going to be kind of a continuation. But yeah, we're going to take a look inside of this one and see what the semi-finished product. It's not completely done, but we'll show you what it looks like. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so before I did that, I stopped this gentleman who happened to be walking by. I'm going to hand him a microphone. And your name is?
Aaron Reed.
And what do you do here?
I'm the production manager for the RV building.
Do you love working for this company?
Best job I've ever had.
Why?
Culture, quality. I've been in the industry for 26 years, 27 years. I spent 21 of those years at a big box chain store. I don't really want to call it a chain or a store, but it's always about pace, production. You're moving stuff out real quick right now. Always felt like sometimes quality was important at the beginning of the month, but at the end of the month, it was just about numbers and pumping numbers here. If it ain't right, we don't send it, and everybody knows. So
I'm going to ask you a very difficult question,
okay,
and I want to see how you can answer it.
Oh boy.
Give me 5 reasons why inTech Aucta is a better quality unit than the competitor.
5 reasons. Number 1, the time that we take to do it. 2, the processes we have set up for quality checks. 3, the care and concern that our employees put into it, which I guess could go to the first one.
And we talk about some of that in actually the previous video.
Okay,
so it's good that you kind of hovered on that again.
The quality of the materials that we build. I would say our cabinets and cabinet material, the laminates and stuff like that, are really good. And 5, it's inTech. It's inTech.
I need something more substantive than that, brother. Give me something related to a.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you. The aluminum frame and the construction of the aluminum frame, and how well it holds up, and it's going to hold up for years after you buy it.
Okay, that's good. And what I saw here also is that everyone I walk by seems pretty happy.
Oh yeah.
And that's pretty cool, because you don't see that a lot in a lot of the other factories.
What's wild here is that, and I get a lot of that when I've walked people through here, it's just different. It's much more quiet, it's much more peaceful, and people enjoy working here. And like I talked about, the culture, it's everything, and that's what sets us apart.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to tour a unit. All right.
So yeah, this is one of the final stages here of the production line. Looks like we're going through and just finalizing a few items or taking care of items that might have needed addressed.
Yeah, so I can see there's not a light on it yet.
Yep. So it might have.
They got things covered in here. These are their own in-house steps, so they manufacture their own steps. That is super cool that you guys have the capability of doing that.
This is a cool step. So one thing we want to do is make it easy. Number 1, make it easy to install for our guys, and then also make this retrofittable. So there's some other steps where you have to do some adjusting to the sill here of your trailer if you wanted to retrofit. This one, you just center this in the unit, 9 screws across the bottom, and it's installed, ready to go. So
is this only available through?
This is an inTech product specific.
What I mean though, is it only available on inTech RVs, or can other manufacturers buy this step if they want?
We only sell our aftermarket products to inTech VINs.
Okay, that makes sense. And this is going to be the Magnolia. Mind if I step in?
Yeah, go ahead.
How we doing, buddy?
Not bad, you?
I'm doing really good.
Good.
You like your job?
Oh, absolutely.
So what do you do here?
Swing man for Aucta line.
Okay, so now we are in the back of this unit. What's going on?
Yeah, so this is the Aucta Magnolia. So this unit came to be, our Soul Horizon was our #1 seller for many, many years. 2 things we got requests for from customers on that was people wanted twin beds, which is where the Soul Dusk came out, and people wanted 2 axles. So we decided to add this to the Aucta line, being that this is a 2-axle platform. So we basically stretched it a foot. It's an 8 feet wide trailer, and then extended the floor plan. So you've got a lot of open floor space here. Partial walk around queen in the rear here. We were able to add some extra cabinets and a lot more floor space just to make this a really nice open area.
I love the windows.
Yeah.
Man, you got huge windows everywhere.
We're trying to really maximize the windows in our trailers. You know, you're out camping. You want to be in or feel a part of the outdoors. Again, the huge front windshield. But then also anywhere else we can get a window. You know, we've got the structure of the aluminum frame allows for plenty of window space. So without getting...
My only suggestion, and I always love to throw a few of them out, is this window right here. It's an emergency scape, and I can see you can also prop these open and tilt it out. But I would love to see an acrylic window right here that you can actually open up completely, because the trend right now, and it's a really great trend, is that inside-outside collaborative capability. The ability for me to cook right here, make some hot dogs or whatever, or even cook outside and hand it to someone who might be right outside of the coach. So those types of windows would be fantastic on an Aucta.
Yeah, for 2026 we have switched to frameless windows. So on the exterior, you know, you don't show the frame, and they're really nice looking. Top hinge. So we have switched to that for 2026 here.
Very cool, and I love the fact that you guys are using this new solid surface material.
Yep, solid countertops everywhere now.
Very cool. This is a beautiful RV. You're using soft closing hinges on everything?
Soft close on everything. All our drop down hinges are everything soft close on those drawers as well. So drawers have a nice soft close feature. So
very cool. Let me take a look in the shower, because everyone's going to say you didn't look in the shower.
This is our wet bath. This is pretty standard on a lot of inTech products. Very roomy. I would put this wet bath up against anybody in the industry. So this is like usable for a real shower. This isn't it's not just here's a little drip pan to stand in. It's a real legit shower. Double sealed doors on all of the doors for the bathrooms. So
feels like the inside of a yacht.
We get that a lot. We get a lot of boat references a lot. So
for sure. So you got the Norcold 12-volt fridge here, I'm guessing.
Yep, Norcold 12-volt.
You got TV up here.
TV in the rear, TV in the front. So this unit has 2 TVs in it. That's
I love the lighting in here too.
Our blue accent lights. A lot of LED lights, just you know.
And then your ducting up here. Very unique way you guys do your duct work, and that is such an innovative solution. So it doesn't actually reside in the ceiling.
Yeah,
it's kind of an extension of down.
Yeah, drop ceiling. Yep.
Very tour bus like. Yeah. So a lot of references here.
Yeah.
But this is awesome, man. I really appreciate this tour. This is a really, really cool coach, and I've had an opportunity to feature several inTech products on my channel, and every time I do it, people are like, man, they're doing things different. That is a really, really cool company. So having an opportunity to actually come to your factory and see it in person and the whole process and talk to the people and see the culture, it's been awesome,
appreciate you coming. Yeah,
of course. No, I appreciate that. Anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
No. I hope people see the difference of inTech. That's kind of that is our slogan, is because there is a difference, and hopefully people see the difference in our units compared to the rest of the industry. Yeah,
for sure. And another thing too is there aren't nearly as many inTech dealerships around the country.
Correct.
So you gotta kind of hunt it down. If you're going to look for an inTech,
we've got about 60 dealers throughout the U.S. So we give them pretty good geographic spacing. So but there's probably one within a couple hundred miles of you. So.
Okay, very, very good. And when we think of price range, I want to touch on this real quick, because I am typically blown away by the pricing you guys have on your RVs for being what I would almost consider, from a volume perspective, more of a boutique brand. I don't consider you to be some high volume mass brand. And a lot of that is, you know, if you watch the last video, you see the process, how slow everything is. Each unit spends an entire day at each station. That's pretty awesome. Nobody's running around, hourly employees versus piecemeal, and they have the ability to really spend the amount of time they need instead of just running the entire time and not getting to know who their coworkers are, not having an enjoyable time at work. And the few people that I've passed by and talked, they're all really, really nice people. They're all like, yeah, I love what I do. So that is really cool. So I guess at the end of the day, you know, if you have to sum up what the brand is all about, you could say it's the culture, the people, the product, how you're building it, the time and energy that goes into each one of them. But the price doesn't reflect that. That's the interesting thing The very first time I asked, okay, so we walked through a unit, how much was it? And when he gave me the price, which I'm not going to say it on here, only because prices have changed over the last, 5-6 years, I was absolutely shocked that this competes in the same price category as inferior units, as units that don't have nearly the construction
That's
perks.
one of the things we want to do is, so we'll usually look at the market and look for gaps in the market. So you've got some really high-end products and you've got some lower-end products, and usually there's a large disparity between the two price-wise. So we see if we can come in there and fill that gap a little bit, and it might be more on the higher side, but we're going for a much higher quality trailer for that price. So there's items where we've decided to maybe electric stabilizer jacks. The next model up might have electric stabilizer jacks, where we've only used a standard C jack. That's saving price. That's going to save you time in service and warranty. If something goes wrong with your electric stabilizer jacks, you're going to be in the shop for weeks waiting for parts. We'll ship you a new jack and you'll be back on the road in 4 bolts.
And I'm going to say this, I know I don't typically talk about competing brands in the same video, but I'm going to say that this carries the unique characteristics of like an Airstream, but not the price of an Airstream. It has a lot of the characteristics that when you walk into an Airstream, you're like, that is so cool how they did that. But I walk into this and I'm saying the same thing, but at about $30,000 to $40,000 less.
You're in an inTech for sure.
That's absolutely cool. Well, brother Adam, I really appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much. Well, of course. Guys, let me know what you think. Drop a comment below. What do you think about what you've seen? What do you think about the process and how it compares to other units that you've seen on the market and other factory tours? Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.